Now, okay, so this is just a breakdown on the app. Not really much of a power hour, but from what I know is, you have to update the app, log out, and then log back in. And the link that Chelsea shared yesterday, it actually brought me to logging back in the app through Facebook. So, but I think everyone else is up to date with that, right? The app is already good on the phones. Let me
I think so, yeah. I think that's what I have.
Yeah, me too.
I shared the link that I had in the group, and everybody said it went to the proper page, so I'm assuming that's what it is.
I think so too. Let me see. Other than that, I mean, now we just have to play with it and really just get familiar with it.
Yeah.
I turned the wheel already.
I did break down some stuff that I can put on the group page, like scripts and stuff. I've been working on scripts. If y'all wanted that. But I just posted it to the group page, like the steps for people that don't know the steps, which I'm pretty sure it's 10 o'clock now. Everybody knows the steps, but I posted it anyway. I don't know. I mean, I wrote some scripts out to the different fit packages. But I'm not sure. Like, I haven't seen any recipes or anything like that yet. I don't think they posted that yet at all. Only thing they have is workouts and the community and how to get in the community if you're not a loyal customer. They do have steps for that too. If you're just like, wanting to know what's going on, you might be interested, they have steps on how to become, a part of the fit community without being a PDT or a PLC.
Okay.
And I also think they're going to come out in a few days with like a training or something.
Yeah, they should. But
to figure it out. I think they'll be coming out with the corporate training on it, or at least something a walkthrough.
Well, they sent out a link to your email saying that if you're having problems with it, here's a way. And I sent that to Tanya because she seemed like she was still having problems.
Too. I think that they also have maybe like a Facebook page, and I say that because my ambassador was like, hey, I'm going to add you guys to this page, but you have to read the disclosure first and then agree to it in the comments. And so it's like the fit community on Facebook. So I'm not really sure, but I think,
I'm in that one too, and it's just, I think, again, it's just to add your people that want to go in there, not for everybody. But from what I see, that page has a bunch of like before and afters. It has tips. It has recipes. It's things like that.
Yeah. So, and then she was saying that they're gonna like cut off the posting for only like admin because a lot of like random distributors were asking each other questions. So
yeah, they don't want nobody adding any potentials or any customers, clients to that page until they get it figured out.
Yeah.
Our team had posted something about that. Like, don't add any of your potential people in there yet because they're trying to clean it up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then she also told us, like, don't be spammy. Like, only add people in there if you ask them and they want to join. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we too. And then we also got the whole don't try to like steal other people's distributors or trying to get anybody to sign up with you. Everybody in there already belongs to somebody.
That's what I wanted to ask about.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, a lot of the leaders have that one team, one mission spirit, and we'll ask somebody like, hey, did you talk to anybody else first? And if they're coming to you from that page, you know that they're not your potential because you didn't add them. But, there are some shady it works people, so I don't know, I'm just going to pray on it and I'm going to add my people. But at the end of the day, no matter who is successful in there and what their story is, unless that person relates to them, because remember, they have to know, like, and trust you. If they don't have that with you, they're not going to sign up with you anyway. they'll go back to their original
Absolutely.
score.
Absolutely. And I also think it might be a good idea before adding people to that page, if you haven't already got them signed up, maybe get them over to your link through the app first and try and get them enrolled and then move them over, just on the safe side. I mean, I know they don't have to, but that would secure your potential.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just making sure that they have the link in the first place, because if they do, like, click on somebody else's link, like, you don't want them to be like, oh, hey, you're going to get that money now because they referred it to their cousin Christina and their brother John.
If they sign in under yours, I believe they can't do it again, is what Kristen was saying. Like, they can't, if they already signed up for a link and they click on somebody else's, it takes them directly to your page or to their page that they already used. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I hope that's the way that they did it, because you shouldn't be able to switch, you know?
Yeah.
Right. That's why I was like, before I send anybody, I'm going to have them download the app and enroll in that and then send them over to that page.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be able to uninstall the app or whatever and then go with someone else?
Well, I think because it connects to your Facebook, from what I'm understanding, it goes directly through to your Facebook. So unless they have multiple Facebook pages, I don't think they would be able to change it.
You guys are making sense.
Well, I'm sorry, I won't be adding my people to that. So
Yeah, well,
I'll
probably start tomorrow.
I've been in network marketing for way too long, and it be some shady people. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's my concern, because I keep hearing stories about distributors taking other people's leads, and I'm just like, I don't want that to happen here, because they're being added to one large group. So that's kind of my concern.
I think it's great for those people who have already signed up with us, because it helps them to have that accountability, get recipes, all that kind of good stuff that we want them to have, and we were having to create it in the past, and corporate is providing that.
I agree.
But with the potentials, I would be a little careful, especially if you don't have a tight relationship with them. I wouldn't just ask.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Other distributors are starting their own groups, like Kim's Satterwhite. They're doing their own groups. They're not adding in there.
Really? I would do it that way.
I have my own fit group. I have my own fit group, and that's why I'm like, I add my people to my own fit group in my group page.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, that's my concern. Adding all these, loyal customers and DTs, and then potentials in one group. I don't know. I'd rather do my own group. I'm on the same boat. So I feel like for me, I'd probably build like my own fit group challenge, and yeah, I hear you, Chelsea. And then yeah, I hear you too, Gina. I would build my own fit group on Facebook, and then when the deal is secure, like Gigi just said, then I'll add them on, because they can't go anywhere after that. So how would you guys, here's my question, what suggestions would you guys give to any of us on here who wants to do their own like fit group challenge type of thing? How would you guys like obviously post everything that they're posting in the fit challenge group into your group, correct? Like what else would you implement in there?
That's what I'm going to be doing. I already posted. I already shared my link in my group page. So the people that are in my group page, they're already interested in what I'm talking about. So they'll click on that link, to sign up or whatever. But anything, they'll see the different recipes and things like that. But even on the fit Facebook page or whatever that the diamonds and above added us to, whatever things they put in there, you should be able to copy that and put it in your own group. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, probably.
Give it.
Yeah. just because like there's just so many shady people. Like I feel like more safer with my leads doing that. Um. Okay. So who? Okay. Let me check. Were there any more trainings on the fit packs that you guys know of? I'm going on my e-suite now. I've been so off today, guys. It's freezing over here. And then it was a mission and a half for me to go food shopping. And now I'm hearing that tomorrow is going to be colder. So at the same time, I'm just happy that I got it out of the way today so that tomorrow and the rest of the weekend, I'm like locking myself up in the house and just working. Because I feel like I didn't do anything. I hate that feeling. Okay. Anyone else see the trainings and stuff on your e-suite about the what the fit? I'm looking at it now.
I haven't been in eSuite since earlier, so that's a no for me.
Yeah, I just got so I haven't did any.
do any training, so I need to. I just played with the app a little bit this morning, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, from what I'm seeing, it's nothing really huge that you missed. The movement starts now. It talks about the Fit coins, the Fit tips, Fit inspiration, Fit together community, and the land.
One thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
One thing I did want to say, just backtracking a little bit. I wouldn't be so hesitant to add in your potentials. I know there are shady people, but they're really cracking down on that one team, one mission type stuff. Now, if you are in the situation where you do have a potential that's also been talking to like an ambassador, like there was this chick I was talking to and this makeup group, and then Jocelyn was in there too talking to her, like, you know, that might be a little different, but I don't think Jocelyn's gonna like let her go because that's an easy fast start bonus. But I just let the girl go because she had a potty mouth anyway. My point is, and like she would put it on her Facebook. My point is, I wouldn't be so hesitant, but just you can feel free to add the people that are your potential distributors that you are close with, because number one, they're not going to go to anybody else. Just kind of feel it out. If the person's loyal to you and they haven't signed up, feel free to add them. If they're not loyal to you and you're still building that relationship, then, you know, be a little hesitant about it. Because I would, like,
Yeah.
it's like kind of like dating a guy, but you guys aren't exclusive. If he sees a nice piece of butt over there, he's going to go after it. So, like, just, it's the same way.
It really is. Okay, Chelsea, are we going to have a Ruby Fit page or our own? I don't know. That is a good question. I mean, what do you
I just think that's too much to handle, having the Ruby Bound page, a Fit page, and then handling our Instagrams and our own Facebook. I don't know. Is it all gonna run together smoothly? Who has time to post every day in those to keep people updated and to give them new workout meals and new recipes, and you know what I mean? Who honestly has that time to do that? Because I don't. I will not be able to post on all of my social medias, plus another Fit page and the Ruby page and my team page. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Right. And sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's just, that's why I was kind of like trying to reassure everybody about, you know, that Fit page, just feeling your people out, because you don't want to reinvent the wheel and overwhelm yourself and then potentially lose your potentials from adding them to something and then not being consistent with the content that you add to add value to their lives.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Yeah. I think it all just boils down to what type of relationship you're building with your potential. You should feel confident enough with, you know, you're sealing the deal. Now you're just waiting for them to, you know, to sign off and make that payment or sign up or whatever. Because it really all depends on that. If you're unsure about, you know, adding them on, then maybe the relationship isn't really solid that you built, and maybe you just need to build that relationship a little bit longer before you add them to the, you know, huge Fit page group, because there is pros and cons in being in just one and then building your own. It can all work, you know, but at the same time, like, just posting on your social media platforms and then on the storylines, that's a lot of work. Just for me, that's a lot of work.
For me too, girl.
Plus your family life and your other team pages and the Ruby Bound. And then whatever activities your kids have, schoolwork. I don't have the time. I really.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to run my own fit page because first of all, I don't know half of the shit that I need to post about for fitness.
Yeah.
I'm still learning all that stuff too. I'm not a fitness guru. Like, are you kidding me? I'm sitting here eating Doritos while I'm cooking dinner. Like that's me. Like, I mean, like, I'm just being honest. Like, what am I going to tell you? Don't eat Doritos, but I'm sitting here eating them.
Yeah. And really, it just, how do I say it? Doing your own is a great idea, but at the end, yeah, you don't, I feel like once you feel like you're trying to make it easier for yourself, it's already been made easy. Just, you know.
So, in all honesty, how many people that you put in there are going to go with a complete stranger? They're really not going to be like, oh, I want to enroll with you because I seen 2 posts that you made. You know what I mean? Like, in all honesty, how many people are really going to go with a complete stranger?
And you got to have that confidence. You know what I mean? They're yours. You build that relationship with your best friend.
That's how I feel. I just don't see mine going to a complete stranger to ask questions. They barely want to come to me and ask certain questions because they've only met me on Facebook. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're going to reach out and go to somebody completely different just because of one group.
Yeah.
That is true, but like, see, here recently that completed her 3 months, and next thing you know, her account showed up in my C-suite as LC Lockout because she signed on as a loyal customer with someone else. And so now, granted, she's going to help that person out, and she came back, but I mean,
You have to be careful because I have some LCs that have signed up under family that's doing It Works and stuff. They like, well, you can use another email and get under me, or and they'll go to them. So
yeah. And so I mean, and then too, you can you can that way, and it's like, I mean, if you have, if you have a friend, that knows your financial situation, and if these diamonds and above are like saying, oh, I make $10,000 a month, and your friends know you're not making that, they're gonna be like, you've been doing this for 2 years, and you're not making $10,000 a month. I'm gonna go with her because she know what she's doing.
But I think that's you guys are confusing it because they're not going to be posting that stuff in the group. That's not what that group is for.
Oh.
Every post is approved. Nobody can just go in and post it. That's what they're changing it to. That group is specifically for health tips. That group is specifically for recipes and for exercise things and things like that. Right now, yeah, people are introducing themselves, but that's why they said don't invite any of your potentials now because they're working on securing it. So that's where the misunderstanding is.
Right.
Is because they're securing it to only a few people get to manage it. You're not going to be posting about, oh, come to my team or join me here because we're all one team, one mission. That's the whole point. They're trying to get back to basics to where we used to be. That's at least how I feel about it.
Okay, that makes sense. Go ahead.
Also on that page, if you click on somebody's name, say the Duns or whatever, it'll show their profile, their page, and you can see all their stuff, that they post on their page. Or anybody on there, if you click on their name, it'll go directly to their page.
One thing I do want to say, though, just kind of like attesting to what, was it Juice or Catherine? I'm sorry, I think Catherine, there you go. What you're saying is, remember when we interviewed that one girl who went Ruby? It was like a long time ago. She had gotten a message by Sarah Neerman, but she ignored Sarah and joined her friend. And so she was like, oh, I kind of regret joining my friend, but I joined my friend because I knew her. That's the difference. So, I mean, we just got to be careful, fill out your people, if you feel like you have a strong enough relationship. If you do, go ahead and add them. If you don't, then just, continue to build that relationship. That's all I could say.
Yeah. And I just think top leaders, they're going to be careful with what they post and how they post, because it goes back to what Catherine says. they really are not selfish. They're not gonna, how do I outshine us? So at least we've got great leaders. Like this company is like one of a kind. So that much
I guess that's why I don't fear it, because I've never had issues like that with the top leader trying to step on my toes. I've actually had top leaders help me close deals. I've had top leaders help me get to the next level, not take people from me, give me people. So maybe that's why I look at it differently, is because, you know, when they place people under you to help you grow, it makes you look at it differently. I've never had anybody come in and take somebody or try and close on somebody else. And my stuff is all public, and most of the people I talk to are from It Works or whatever. So, you know what I mean? There's been plenty of opportunities for them to come in and steal my friends.
At the same time, I do understand what Ebony and Parthenia are saying, but you guys' examples are about family, and I can attest to that because my mom got me into the business, but this is just like a family friend kind of scenario, and I don't think that might happen as often in that Fit page. But like my mom was working her business and she stopped doing it, and you know our friends and family was waiting on her to enroll them, and she ain't doing nothing. So best believe I hopped on that, and my mom was like, well, I guess it's okay because I'm still getting commission office. I'm like, you damn straight, you know, you still getting something. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I don't think that scenario is going to happen very often in the Fit page.
Because if you stop working, where else are they going to go to get information? They got to go somewhere.
Right, and I'd rather than a stranger.
Yeah, that makes sense though, because if you're not giving them what they need, they are going to go somewhere else, and that's just like any person. If you don't give them what they need, they're going elsewhere.
Yeah, Chelsea puts what's meant for you is for you, but people will steal from you. Just gotta get to know your POCs and make them your besties. That's exactly right. You gotta build that solid relationship, because once they trust you and they invite you into their issues, their financial problems and stuff like that, guess what? They're not gonna go to anyone else.
That's so true. That's like me. I had somebody who was like, oh, this girl reached out to me and they tried to get me to join, but I've been on your Facebook. I didn't even know the girl. She's like, I've been on your Facebook page a lot longer and you've never done that. And she asked the questions that needed to be answered because this other girl was just trying to close her. So it's really all about your personality and how you are. If you're going to be pushy and get on people's nerves, they're going to go elsewhere. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yep.
You know, it's all about how you treat your people.
Yeah, exactly right. I bought a stapler because.
But also talking about the app though, did you guys see like how it has like testimonies and stuff? I love that.
I absolutely love that. That was so cool. You see all kinds of different people from all over.
Yeah.
Right, like different walks of life and like different ethnicities are showcased, and like they tell their story, and I just love it because it really showcases our culture, and we have an amazing culture like no other company has. And so it's really going to give people FOMO and make them want to join us. So I'm just really looking forward to this.
And it teaches us how to make posts too, or how to utilize things, because when you see that thing, you're like, oh, that sounds better than what I did.
Yeah.
Or that looks a lot better than what I did. So it's a learning thing for everybody. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely is. This is awesome. And did you guys see the 15-minute high-intensity workout? Like, that thing is awesome.
I'm doing it.
I see that.
I'm going to do it, too. I don't know, like, we should, like, I mean, I don't know if anybody else is down, but, like, I think we should do it together. Like, I do go to the gym sometimes, but, you know, an extra 15-minute workout isn't going to kill me.
Yeah. Guys, I'm totally down for that.
And I love how there's a lot of before and after pictures of men, too. That's awesome.
Yes. Right? About time. Okay.
I have to tell my potentials. I'd be like, yes, men do rap, too.
Yes.
Dang, that little girl is buff. Whose kid is that?
Wait,
Nicole Doolittle? I don't know. It's on the community page. The little girl has, like, freaking big old muscles.
Okay, we have, what is it? 9 minutes? You guys, I got a stapler finally. That's not working.
I'm wondering if we can share people's stories and stuff.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I would think that's the whole reason why it's there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all public, you know what I mean? Like once you're opening it up to the public, so I'm assuming that's what it's all there for.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Cause like what I'm doing is on Wednesday, cause I have like my days that I'm trying to get organized. So, you know, Thursday is the day that I help my team. Wednesday is the loyal customer day. But I'm also gonna do like shout outs. So Thursday is team shout outs. Friday is Freedom Friday stuff. And Wednesdays I wanted to do like loyal customer testimonies or like testimonies of people who have used the product. So if I can use these testimonies, that would be great.
That is a great idea.
Yeah. And I'm going to reword it though, like, because they use their own words. And if you type anything that's like not like you on your page, according to attraction marketing, it could break your trust with your people. So
Yeah.
I got to make
Oh
it.
yeah. Yep.
I think it's a great idea. Okay. Yeah, 2018 is a couple days away. A couple days away.
Guess who's losing 20 pounds in 2018? This girl.
Let me see, I'm about like 10 pounds away from my weight goal now, and then this is
20.
I gotta tone up. So yeah, this is perfect timing for me. So I'm
I
definitely.
loved your before and after on your story, Angie.
Thank you.
I was like, look at Angie. Okay. Get it, girl.
People are like, you have 4 kids. I'm like, yeah, I do. I got 4 kids.
Girl, I am so jealous because, like, you don't have no stretch marks and you got 4 kids.
And I scratched. Oh my goodness, I scratched.
I'm like, dang, this girl look good. Like, I got, you know, at the end of my pregnancy with my daughter, they just started popping up underneath my belly button, hiding. And then it just went haywire after that. And I said, okay, I guess I'm Tiger Mom now.
And now I have the what do you call it? I got the defining gel, so I've been using that. It's the first time that I'm using it, so I'm like, yeah, excited about it. I love the smell, like the smell of the wraps. It smells so good.
Her eyes were closed a little bit, and now her eyes are all the way open.
Blessing, this baby. She's cute.
No, she isn't. No, first her eyes was open a little bit yesterday, and now they're open all the one. I didn't even touch it.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So that pretty much wraps it, right? I mean, we just gotta play with the app. There's really nowhere around it. We just gotta get familiar with it. And now, I don't want to say we need to up our posting. I think like posting at least 3 to 5 times on Facebook, even at least 3 times a day is good. We just have to up how many people we're messaging. And I think now, I don't want to, how do I say it? I don't want to tell you guys like, oh, I want you guys to message 100 people a day. No, I will say this. Now that we all should be accomplished and comfortable with messaging 50 people a day, 25 on Facebook, 25 on Instagram. Now, us individually, we should challenge ourselves to upping the numbers up a little bit more, especially now that this is a perfect opportunity for all of us to throw sample parties, aka fit parties. Shh. And also the online parties. So it's like I heard earlier, you want 10 people, you gotta message 100 people. You want those 10 yeses, you gotta message 100 people. Because for every one yes, you gotta message at least 10 people. So you know, now that we're at the last stages of the first 30-day push, now it's time to close the deals. So we have to focus more on messaging and be attractive when we post, you know, where we came from, how we started, and to where we're going. For example, like, you know, I started off at 107 pounds, I lost 20 pounds, and I'm 10 pounds away from my weight loss goal. You get what I'm saying? That's just like from my example. So talk about your journeys. What is it that you're doing? What kind of dinners you're making? Things like that. Because a lot of people, they think New Year resolution, they think diet. for us, it's not really a diet. It's just being fit. It's just being healthier. It's implementing more fruits and more vegetables and more water and even, 15 to 30-minute workout. So be attractive when you post. Talk about your journey. Talk about where you want to go and where you came from. And just message more people. And always start off with, when you want to invite people to your fit party or to the online event, do me a quick favor. JJ, I'll let you take this part so that you could just give us an example on how simple we can just be starting up conversations with the people that we've been following up and just inviting them to our fit parties and our online events.
Okay, so for example, on our last online party, I just messaged like a ton of people and I said, hey, I know this is super random, but can you do me a favor? And I said it's super random for the people who I didn't have a super close relationship with, but I had been talking to them here and there. And so they're like, yeah, what's up? Or, yeah, it depends on what it is. What is it? And so I'd be like, I just really value your opinion, and my team is doing a new version of our online event, and I was wondering if you could attend and give me some feedback. No. And so really it's just like secretly having them say yes to their own exposure, and then they would go, and then they're going to continue to watch your post because they're like, okay, now I kind of know what she's doing. That seed is planted, and now we're watering it. So it's just kind of that simple.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what we're going to focus on from now on until these last 30 days. And yes, Chelsea, feel free to post the page, please. Anyone else? Okay, Chelsea's. Is that the baby? Is that Maya?
Wait,
no,
you can see.
No, I can't see. I can hear.
Oh yeah, that's him. He's squirming.
I have a question.
Yeah,
really quick. When we post our a part of our why every night, are y'all posting pictures with it or just words?
I like to do pictures only because, pictures catches their attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just that you can get creative in the way you do it, because if you post a picture every night, then they might be like, oh, okay, she's doing this again, which could be a good thing. But you can just be creative, and sometimes, the way you say your why, you can have it without a picture, and you can have it with a picture, because remember, you kind of want your statuses to blend in a sense to what you see in the timeline. So if yours are like totally different and it has these crazy graphics and it's standing out, that could be a good thing if that's what you're going for with your marketing. But you want people to see that it's a part of your everyday life.
Okay.
And then one thing I wanted to talk about was what I have developed in terms of like because I was doing a heck research on attraction marketing, but with the branding thing. So I took a test, found out what my 2 brands were. You can have a primary and a secondary, and that really helped me break down and narrow down what I'm going to post. And let me